Oh, hello there. Now, how about we turn on some lights?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Technically Unsure, where I'm not really sure what I'm doing technically.
Okay, sir, now we will begin to proceed to obtain your IQ.
Today, I'm really excited about the board I'm going to review. As you might have already seen and noticed in the video title, finally, we are going to review some x86 board. I'm talking about the LattePanda MU today. I have been doing like so many Rockchip and ARM based and RISC-V based SBC reviews. Now for a change, I want to review an x86 and take it for a test drive. So I heard about the LattePanda MU board, and I heard about it as soon as they announced it basically. And I ran to the order page. I was actually early there, I think, because it wasn't working. I emailed them. I told them, come on, fix it, be quick, you know, the order page is not working, I'm waiting over here. So they fixed it up very quickly. They told me over the email that they fixed it. I placed the order. Actually, the order page is DF Robot, and that's another company that I use frequently. And I was thinking that I should do one DF Robot specific video in the future, which I will do. Let's focus today on today's star. Star of the show is LattePanda MU. And let me grab everything I ordered. And boy, I ordered everything, and I mean everything. I will explain more. You'll know what I'm talking about. I got the LattePanda MU and its full function carrier board. I got the official power adapter, although I had my own. I got the display, 7-inch LattePanda 7-inch touch display, MU itself, the carrier, the power board, and all that. Yeah, so full package, everything, as I said. So let me grab my knife and let's open these bad boys. I don't even know which box is for which one, so I'm just going to open them so we can open it together and see what's inside together. All right, so this one, okay, underwhelming. The first box, there's nothing else in the box. So first box is the power supply. So this one, I heard that this is, 19 volt, 90 watts. Just be aware. And it supports the European and US, so 100 to 240 watt volt is supported. So yeah, that's why they sent the European style, and I guess this is the Australian or UK, sorry, UK. And this is the US, so yeah, I don't need these. All right, so we got that. Okay, so this is DF Robot evaluation carrier for LattePanda. So yeah, this is the carrier board. And there is the carrier board full functional and the light, and the difference is obviously in specs and the price. Okay, so this is the carrier board. Let's put that aside. I want to open this up properly, so let me open this last one. This is the active cooler. Yeah, I totally forgot about the active cooler. There is the active cooler and passive cooler, so we're going to talk about it. I bought the active cooler. I think I want to, you know, make sure that we are not getting any thermal throttling or anything like that, and it looks very nice. It's aluminium, however you want to pronounce it, but yeah, it's this one. You peel this off probably and you stick it in there. And this is the MU itself. This is the board, the topic of today's video. This is the 7-inch display, which we are going to also try. Okay, let me remove these garbage. Okay, let me actually also quickly open this up. Then there's a wrap. So this is the touch display with the connectors and everything. Okay, we're gonna try that. MU itself. Oh wow, that's small. That was a shocker. I didn't pay attention to the dimensions. It's small. Okay. This board, as I mentioned, comes with 4 cores, and this is the Intel N100, and it can go up to like 3.4 gigahertz. That's the Intel N100 CPU spec. Nothing to do with LattePanda. This board also is apparently equipped with 8 GB LPDDR5. Yep, 5. And it's 4800 megahertz. And it comes with in-band ECC. I believe all DDR5s come with that in-band ECC, but yeah, nothing special there. If I'm wrong, please let me know. That's what I know, that all DDR5s come with in-band ECC, but anyway. Also, this one comes with a 64 gigabyte MMC storage, eMMC storage. Not going to be a fair comparison to compare this to Raspberry Pi 5, but I'm gonna do it anyway, you know? When you're gonna call the cops, go ahead. But jokes aside, this is like, let's be real, right? This is more, it's the board itself, okay? This as is $99, okay? I get it, it's close to Raspberry Pi, but still more expensive, close to Raspberry Pi. How are you gonna use this, right? So you need a carrier board. If you put it all together like I did with this $99 for this and all that, we're gonna talk about the price, but it's gonna be like double the price of the Raspberry Pi 5. So yeah, we have to be fair. So it's more expensive, more than double. We can't really compare this. Maybe Rock 5B, that is closer in terms of price. But anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? So I think it's a very, very exciting board, but hope it's not like the other boards, like promises, advertisements, and stuff they publish on the website, and then you take it for a spin and half the thing is not working. Hopefully not in this case, we'll see. Let's cover some technical mumbo jumbo. You know, the prefamulated amulite, you know, surmounted by malleable logarithmic casing.
Logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings run a direct line.
Yeah, those stuff. Okay, let's talk about it. So this board is, as I said, powered by a 19 volt 90 watt adapter there. But apparently if you use a passive cooling, it just uses 6 watt. So that's kind of like overkill for this, but it's okay. If you go with active, and they call it wild mode, I guess, it's 35 watts. As for dimensions, it's 69.6 millimeter. I don't know why they just didn't round it up to 70. I guess they just like the number 69, but anyway, so I'm gonna call it 70. So 70 millimeters over here and 60 millimeters over here. So it's very, very small. It comes with like 9 PCIe 3 lanes and up to 4 USB 3.2 10 gigabit ports, up to 2 SATA 3 6 gigabit ports, 8 USB 2 ports, 4 UART ports, 4 I2C ports, and 64 GPIO. It's a lot more powerful than the other SBCs that we have been checking out in this channel. On paper, it's much, much stronger than the others, but again, I have to check, I have to see them for myself. Before also, I forget, we're talking about the price, right? So the 7-inch touchscreen display, this is $80, okay? So this is $80. This LattePanda MU itself is $99. And the fully functional evaluation carrier board is $89. There's a cheaper version, I forgot the price, but there's another cheap version of this, a light version of the carrier board. And the aluminium cooler, you hear that? This cooler is, active cooler is 12 bucks. And the power adapter was $39. Yeah, I don't know, this is a little bit expensive, but yeah, I just wanted everything from the vendor. So if anything doesn't work right, they won't say, it was your power adapter. If it's all yours, you know, if it doesn't work, it's your fault. So that's why I did that. So my total cost is shipping and everything else was $312. So let's be fair. You don't need this, right? And you don't need that necessarily. And the cooler, active cooler, aluminum active cooler, and the LattePanda MU itself, that's exactly $200. We are kinda reviewing a $200 board computer with everything. And while I was waiting for this, also I Googled, like I searched in their site, on their webpage, they have a GitHub page where they have released BIOS updates and drivers ahead of release. So it was there already. Also seems like this board can run Windows 10 and 11 like the other LattePanda stuff. So Let's put this together. Hopefully we won't make a mess. There's not much of documentation, to be honest. I didn't see like anyone putting this together. I think I got the first dibs on YouTube. This is going to be first video on YouTube. I don't know, maybe. I didn't see any other video covering this. It just came out, so I literally got it today, the board. This looks like installed this way. And yeah, we peel this off and put it in there. In this box, we have the SATA cable. That's a weird SATA cable with this small pin connector. Oh, yeah, this should be PCIe. Yep, it's the M.2 SSD, NVMe SSD carrier, I guess. There is the 2 SATA cables as well. Okay. Ta-da! That's a beast, dude. I didn't know it's going to be that big. You see? This is tiny. Oh, there's a manual. Okay, so there's a manual. Good, that's good. So I'm not gonna mess up, hopefully. I would still find a way to mess this up, but yeah, there's a guide in here for installing the heatsink even. So let's go over it. Where's my pen? Okay, here you go. So let me make sure. Yeah. So in terms of I/O, this is 3.5 millimeter microphone, right? 3.5 millimeter headphone, 2 USB 2 ports, 4 USB 3 ports, right? 1 USB Type-C port, and this is the DB9 RS-232 port, and then there is a SIM card slot. I didn't know that. There's a SIM card slot over here. If we flip it over this way, this is a DC plug, right? If you don't want to use that adapter, maybe you want to use bench supply or some just wire, battery, something, you can connect it in here. And yeah, DC plug, and this is the barrel jack. That's for the official power supply that I bought, I guess, I assume. And there are 2 HDMI 2.0. I was expecting 2.1, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Two HDMI 2.0s. And 2.5 gigabit Ethernet. So in total, you can say 5 gigabit Ethernet is over here. And this is a power button. So that's the power button. Ethernet, HDMI, and we covered that. Yeah, in the middle, this is basically where you install the LattePanda MU. So you can say MU slot here. This is the CR1220 battery. Probably for BIOS. There's like a config switch in here. Yeah, see this? There's a switch. There is a PCIe 3x4 slot over here, and then there is another one in here. This is PCIe 3x1 slot. Okay. Oh, there is a PoE power here. This is PoE power. And there's a TPM, so there's TPM chip, or I think it's here. And there are 2 M.2 slots, as you can see, one over here, one over there. So 2 M.2 slots, and these are different keys. So the one on top, on this side, this side, closer to USB ports, this one on top is M.2 E key, and this is M.2 B key. So this is like a tiny, smaller, so you can probably use Wi-Fi over here, and like 4G, 5G, which there's a SIM card, remember? So you can put you know, 4G, 5G module over here, Wi-Fi module over here, SIM card over there. There's front panel pins over here, USB 3 header over here, and there's UART, I2C, hard disk power, HDD power over here, 2 SATA ports, SATA 3.0 I think, over here, 6 gigabit per second. There's the HD audio port over here, speaker port over here, and system fan. So I think we're gonna plug this, yep, this we're gonna plug that over here. S, sorry, this is I2S, and this is my PCSI. And this is the CPU fan, so I was wrong. That one will go here most likely. That's a very, very powerful and big board. So yeah, it's very big. Actually, I don't have the dimensions for this. Let me grab a ruler, So let's go with millimeters, and I'm gonna say, oh yeah, 17. So mini ATX, right? So 17 by 17, I assume. Yep. 17 by 17 millimeter. So yeah, it's the mini ATX. Okay, ITX, sorry. We got this board covered. Let me grab a screwdriver and install this over here, and then put this in the slot, and bring the plug the power, and do the HDMI, Ethernet, and put it all together so we can start. Okay, so here's what I did. I brought the power consumption meter, power meter over there, so you can see the power usage. And I installed an NVMe SSD and I put it on the carrier board that came with it. I installed it over here. I put the cooler and everything in there. I connected the Ethernet HDMI and I prepared the power. Okay, so we are going to power it on and see how it goes. So I plugged it in. Okay, it's not on yet, but Ethernet is on, probably for wake online stuff, and 3.4 watts. It's not even turned on yet. Okay, so now I'm going to press the button. Oh, fan started spinning. 15 watts, 15.5, 16 watts, and so on. Let's check the BIOS. Is there a BIOS? Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah. Oh wow, okay, that's the regular x86 AMI. C must check some error right off the box. Okay, just yeah, anyway, let's take a look at it, right? So we got Alder Lake ULX Intel N100 800 megahertz. That's lower than what's okay, maybe it's showing in here. And the total memory is 8 gig and frequency is 4800, exactly what they were saying on the website. There is a bunch of stuff over here. There's 2 Intel Ethernet controllers, which we are using over here. Power control, connectivity, yeah, so LAN enabled. Nothing special. Hardware monitors. So yeah, the cooler is working fine. 37 degrees, 36 degrees Celsius. So 1800 RPM. By the way, it's super quiet. Super quiet. There's absolutely no noise, no fan noise. You can't hear any fan noise over here. So that's also, you can see the power consumption, 15 watts. Okay. NVMe SSD. Okay. I believe, yeah, there you go. So they ship it with Windows Boot Manager. So Windows is already there on the eMMC. Let's just boot, see if it works out of box without any modification or anything. So yeah, wow, okay. So initially when it ramps up the fan, then it's loud a little bit. Yeah, you see here, I don't know if you hear, but yeah, now it's going up to 19 watts. Nice. We got the LattePanda logo over here. Let's see what they ship it with. Is it Windows 11, Windows 10? I didn't pay for the OS. I didn't pay for anything special. There was no option. Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Windows 11. And it didn't ask me to configure user, password, anything. It just logged into LattePanda user, which is okay, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. So let's go through it, shall we? Let's first of all go to display settings. Let's see what's going on over here. So yeah, 4K, very nice. With scale still, doesn't matter, 4K. So we already got the 4K going on in here. So this is the 4K resolution. Let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah. Let's straight go to YouTube, I guess. That's the, if everything is set up in this. Let's do a 4K demo video. The usual that might go to this one, right? Okay, enable the stats. And the resolution is already 1080p, 60 FPS, and No frames being dropped. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's ramp it up to 1440p. Still no frames being dropped. I mean, yeah, here and there. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And by the way, you see the power consumption is 25 now. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. So it's 25 now. So ramp up the resolution to 4K. Yeah, 4K. Now, let's see. Yep, this bad boy is not dropping any frames. I mean, here and there, that's fine. It's not dropping anything. It's awesome. This is amazing. Feels like a workstation. Actually, it's like, I mean, the ITX is huge, it's big, but the core, the board itself in the middle, that thing, $99, it's impressive. Yeah, it's not dropping any frames. That's amazing. Okay, let me download a bunch of tools and install them so we can take it from there. I will be right back. Okay, we are back. And for now, all I'm going to say is I am impressed. Okay, let me collaborate. So I installed that NVMe SSD and immediately now I logged into the Windows and that drive was right there and it was available. So let's do some speed benchmarks on that PCIe, right? Because I just want to see how fast that one is, and 1 gigabit is fine. So let's start. Also pay attention to the power consumption. Okay, so power consumption is there, the motherboard is there, and you can see the light is blinking as we are using that. So yeah, you see the speed. Yeah, so that's what we are seeing here on that PCIe. So this is actually very impressive. So this is this, okay? So I am using this 512 gigabyte Cyberant Rocket Nano NVMe PCIe on their own website, on the Rocket NVMe website. It says 1700 by 1550 megabyte per second. So as you can see, we are capping the speed of the NVMe, okay? So keep that in mind. Let's keep going, We have a lot of things to test. So let me run maybe the Cinebench 2024. I just want you to have the base. Also keep an eye on the watt and power consumption. It is always around 20-25 to, when it's under load. And I checked the temperatures. We're doing fine on the temperatures. So let me just show you. Okay, so this is what you're getting. The temperatures are like 50, 60, something around that range. Okay, and it started to ramp up a little bit. I can hear the fan noise. So I am going to close this. I don't want to have a lot of background applications and programs running. I wanted to just do the benchmark, okay? So multi-core Cinebench 2024, let's go. Watch the power consumption. All right, let's skip that one, Cinebench one. Let's see if we can actually play some games. So let's start with small games like the Super Meat Boy. Again, this is not a gaming computer, right? As you know, it's not a gaming laptop or, gaming CPU or computer or anything. So don't have expectations on that, but still I'm gonna play some games on it, just in case. So let's see. Yeah, the power consumption is never about 25. So far I haven't seen like 30 or anything like that. 25, 20, yeah, that was the highest I saw. Let's see. Okay, so frames are 60 frames. Yeah, this is not a demanding game, so this is fine. Okay, so this one plays and you can see the temperatures and the GPU usage and it's all good. Okay, let's move on. Let's go one level. It's not actually one level, it's a lot more, but I'm just gonna try the Street Fighter 5 I just want to see if it runs on this machine. Maybe I should have started it with low spec setting, right? Let me close it. Let me close it. Let's go back here. It used to prompt and ask if I want to, you know, start it. Okay, let me try. Yeah. So yeah, here when you start it from the Steam, it asks. So I'm gonna do a low spec. I'm sure the non-low spec one will never work, so I'm not even gonna try. So let's minimize that and let's try the low spec mode. Yeah, you see already we're getting some higher FPS. I just want to see low spec Street Fighter 5 is gonna run on this or not. Okay, so we are getting 60 FPS on low spec on Street Fighter 5. Okay, and it doesn't look that bad, right? You agree? It is okay. It's manageable, right? I mean, it's not great, but yeah, it's manageable, right? You can play, right? You can play with this. I think it's fine. Yeah, so we are getting good FPS on this. You know what? Let me try this. What do you say? Let me put this keyboard away and let's see if this works on this. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's working. Oh yeah, it's working. Yeah, so this one is working as well. Okay, so arcade stick also works with it. So let me remove that and get back, continue with the testing. This computer is just impressing me. You know, I played before I started recording, and it was very it was fast in installing stuff. So I'm gonna be honest, I tried Counter-Strike 2 and it wasn't good. It was crashing, so it doesn't work. And okay, we tried a bunch of games, and the other game I want to show you that that is going to actually hopefully run, but not really playable, and it's like pushing it to the limit, is Doom. Even, you see the power consumption is already at 30. Okay, so I saw the 30 now. The fan is full, and yeah, that's the frame. And this is now on the low settings, okay? So even with the low settings, it was not playable last I checked, okay? So keep that in mind. Still, I'm going to try. Let's see if it is any better. Yeah, you see, the mouse is moving. Yeah, okay, still, it's okay. Mouse is lagging. Even in the menu, mouse is lagging. I just wanted to show you. And I will show you in the settings that now it's on the low spec. And on the low, it's still not playable. Understandable, I just wanted to show you, right? I wasn't expecting to play Doom on this, okay? Just remember, the whole huge board, mini ITX thing that you see here, that's not it. This is the board, right? That's the board in the middle. This is the carrier, okay? Keep that in mind. So, yeah, see? That's what you're gonna get. Yeah, it's not playable. Yeah, it's not playable. 6 frames per second, okay? And I just want to show you and also confirm for myself. Yeah, the keyboard is easier because the mouse is lagging. Okay, so advanced. Yep, there you go, okay? So we are on the low, and that's what it's not playable, okay? I just wanted to show you, doesn't matter. So very quickly. And I did a benchmark on the speed on this. Okay, let me see if I can do a 3D mark on the CPU, get some score going, right? Okay, by the way, till that is running, let me actually open up the command prompt, okay? I want to show you one thing, the iPerf, right? We never tested the Ethernet. That's supposed to be 2.5. Let's confirm that. iPerf 3-C, no, -P, right? 50 And let's do bidirectional. Impressive, impressive. Yep. So that is really truly 2.5 gigabit. And it's not like some of the boards that, you know, they claim 2.5, but honestly it doesn't really reflect that in like iPerf. Okay, so yeah, everything is working out of box. That's what I love about these computers that are very well documented. So the heatsink is amazing. It doesn't really get hot much in here. Yeah, looks fine. And SSD is okay. So everything looks to be in order and working fine. And let me see if I can do just one CPU benchmark. I have to install the CPU, so yeah, I didn't install it. Let me install this and then we are going to do a quick test. All right, let's start the CPU benchmark. Okay, so the test results are here, and yeah, 1289. That's not bad. Obviously, we can't compare the 3D Mark result with the Raspberry Pi or anything like that. But I'm gonna put this up on the screen, and we'll see. I will check it later with the other CPUs. But yeah, that's the score of 3D Mark. Okay, so one more thing, I want to try a couple more things. First of all, I just noticed that I didn't try the SATA ports. Okay, so let's do that. We tried the games, we tried the SSD, and we did some benchmarks. That's good enough. Windows is working, Windows 11. I was able to install whatever I wanted, like the Steam or Coke, anything, any game that I wanted to run, I was able to install it. The power consumption is there, although the screen goes to sleep. Okay, so let's, I grabbed two 8 terabyte 870 Samsung SSDs, okay? And this is the power cable, which is going to go here and will provide 2 SATA power for 2 drives. And we got also the 2 SATA data connections that also came in the box. I don't want to do hot plugging right now. I like my hard disk SSDs, okay? I don't think, but anyway, I don't know if I should or not, so I'm gonna turn it off. Let's shut it down, okay? I will know it's shut down when that drops to 3. So the 2 cables and the 2 power, oh, okay, it's shut down now. So let's connect. Sorry if it looks ugly. Don't mind that for now. I just want to see if it is working, if Windows will see both of the drives. That's it. I'm not gonna use it. So let's turn it on. So we can install an SSD, NVMe SSD here. So you can go up as much as SSDs or NVMe SSDs are available. I think the highest I've seen 8 or it's 4 or something like that. I'm not sure what is the max here. So here you can go again, instead of the SATA hard disks, you can go with regular 3.5. There is no difference, absolutely no difference. So let's try and see if Windows detected these drives. No, it did not. Okay, it did not detect the SATA hard disks. I'm glad I tried this. So I have to now double check everything. I saw there is a BIOS update. Actually, let me show you. Let me grab it. LattePanda MU. Go here. And we go to the documents. Yeah, software, BIOS, SATA. Yeah, I saw this in here. I think it's relevant. We have to do this in order to enable the SATA. but I am not 100% positive. Another thing that I'm not positive is how to do BIOS update on this. There is a tool in here for Windows. Not sure. Okay. So AFU whatever ROM file name. Is that how it works? Is there any other? There's a GUI version. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's open the file that's in the same folder. Bin file. That's the entire main BIOS image. Yeah. Let's flash. Okay, I'm honestly doing it for the first time and I'm doing it live. I don't know. To ensure that no other program interface BIOS and to close all other programs. Well, I guess I can. Yeah, there is no other program. Go ahead. BIOS does not support ME entire firmware update. Please try again. Do not restart your system until you have successfully updated. Okay, that's ensuring. Now I messed up my system, I guess. So MER region, it was complaining. Okay, don't do that. Then let's do this. Let's see if it works. Yeah, ME firmware block. Okay, so we don't. Yeah, okay. So we don't need this. We just need the main BIOS image. I shouldn't have selected any of this. Let's do it again. Okay, I don't know. I don't think there was any documentation. I didn't see it. Not on the GitHub, not on here. GitHub just explains what is what. I didn't check, but yeah, hopefully this one should do it. I didn't see that text, the ME section. All right, so let's hope that this fixed something and didn't ruin my whole board. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's test it out. Restart. Oh, okay, so we are getting somewhere. Looks like the BIOS update didn't ruin the whole board. And I'm seeing the Windows progress. Oh, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we're good. But it doesn't mean anything. Maybe I just didn't also fix the SATA issue, so that's a different story. Let's check. Yeah, that did not fix anything. Let's check one more time in the BIOS. Maybe there is something in the BIOS I have to enable. In the BIOS, I saw the BIOS name, so flashing the BIOS worked actually. You can see the SATA in there. So anyway, it's an impressive board, x86, and price is very reasonable, especially for the board itself, right? $99. Yeah, as you can see here, on the BIOS version, LPBS whatever at the end dash SATA. Okay, that first line. So yeah, this is the SATA supported version, but I just couldn't get the SATA disks to show up, at least in Windows, Ubuntu, or TrueNAS. Okay, keep that in mind. Yeah, here you go. Development status, as you can see here on the screen. This is the LattePanda MU. So They are saying that temperature sensor is work in progress, GPIO is work in progress, with shift register work in progress, but they are saying SATA is there, but I could not get it to work, unfortunately. So let's not make this video any longer. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, you enjoyed this video. I am going to keep an eye on this board, and if I hear updates, I might do another follow-up video and do some other things with it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.